Alright, I'm going to go through the basic steps of exporting your video from Premiere. So just make sure you've got everything exactly the way you want it in your timeline. Of course, the timeline should be playing in your program monitor, so if everything looks good, you're done, audio, video, everything's good, let's go ahead and export it. So what I suggest first is just to make sure that none of your clips are highlighted just like this with the purple outline. Go ahead and just click somewhere random inside your timeline. And then from there, go up to File, go to Export, and go to Media. Alright, so our format's going to be QuickTime. Reason is, we're on a Mac, it plays real nicely on Macs. If you want to do a DVD, it works fine on DVD. If you want to put it up on YouTube, it works great there too. So our format, make sure it's on QuickTime. From there, let's go down to video. Video codec, again, this is how the file is made. We tend to use the H.264. Again, the reasoning being is that it is a pretty good quality, but at the same time that file size is not too big, so it's a good in-between video. Quality, keep it at 100. Width and height, if you have this lock chain on, make sure that is gone because you want to make sure your width is 1920 and your height should be that 1080. From there, you've got your frame rate. This should match whatever you recorded at. So if you recorded at 30 frames, then use the 29.97. If you recorded at 24 frames, use the 23.976. For this video, I used 30, so again, 29.97 would be the accurate choice. Field type. Unless you're in video 3, don't worry about necessarily what this is, but you need to switch to progressive. The other two are interlaced. Interlaced versus progressive is something you'll learn about in video 3. So for now, just click progressive. The aspect, this has to deal with each of those individual pixels that records your image. The size of them, some of them are rectangles. For our cameras, they are all square pixels, so make sure it's on square. Nothing else in the video tab here, so let's go to audio, just a quick little switch from uncompressed to AAC, and video and audio settings are done. Now, down here you have a yellow bar. This yellow bar is going to be what is actually exported into your video. So, what I suggest is always bring your little playhead to the end and make sure you actually want all of this, which as you can see I have a whole bunch of black space that is absolutely nothing. So I'm going to bring it back to where the video actually ends, which appears to be about here. So now it's black. Give it an extra second or so. Right here, 24 seconds. I'll go to about 25 seconds. And now I'm going to bring this triangle all the way back to that red line. So I'm not having this extra space, which is nothing. Check the beginning. So it says that my clip is going to start right here. But as you'll notice, there is more video in this gray area. So I'm going to go all the way to the beginning. I've got black all the way up until about 2 seconds. So let's just start it at the beginning. That gives me a little extra space there, so bring it all the way back. So again, I'm going to export from this point all the way to this point because all of this is just blank. Nothing is there. Alright, output name, you need to click on this yellow name because this is going to be your final name for the video and it's going to be where it's getting saved. So if I click here, and I click this triangle to expand, give more options. Save as, that is my name. So if it's something like Mr. Cruz and PSA. So that's my name. Now where you're going to save it, you're going to save it directly in your folder. For me, I'm just going to leave it right here on the desktop. But for you, you would come over here to desktop, you would find your folder. So let's pretend period 2 is actually your name, and you'd save it right there. Like I said, I'm just going to leave mine right on my desktop and hit save. The last button, and then you're pretty much done, is the export button. If you click that, this will run down all the way to 100%. Depending on the video and how long the video is and how much effects you have, that's how long it takes. This video was about 30 seconds, not really any effects, so it's going pretty quick, probably about 3 or 4 minutes. But it could take 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe even longer depending on how long your project is. When it's done and this window is gone, then you have officially finished your video You just need to make sure it gets onto my flash drive so that I can actually grade it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.